you so you can get the complete overhaul on everything you're trying to do and just walk away with that victory. Now the bus has to work that much harder if he makes it back, or will it be one of these two? We got Anti coming back to play against Vinnie.
So now it's worth noting. All right, get this animal out of here. All right, animal. Absolute animal.
That's what I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, man. So, all right, so we're going into game 4 here. He's such a goon.
He really is.
Man, he's great. All right, so starting off on FD here, we got Mario versus the Sheik. I'm not too surprised by this. You know, I was definitely anticipating maybe the Cloud coming in from Anti, but he's going to go for the tried and true and give the respect against Vinnie, particularly against a character who's really good at just kind of spacing him out and getting those edge guards.
It's worth noting, too, that Vinnie had put Anti into the loser's bracket. Like,
that is true.
He's the one who did it, and Anti wasn't too happy about it. It was a very well-fought set from Vinnie's side.
That was vice versa.
Right.
Yeah, Anti put Vinnie in loser. Let's wait, no, I get what you're saying, but it was the other way around.
Yes.
And, you know, Vinnie definitely, you could see the flustered look that he had from wanting to take that W over Anti. And Vinnie doing a good job here of kind of just outspacing pretty much where Anti's been going. Again, he's just been a neutral machine all day. He hasn't gone for anything spectacular in terms of strings, just slowly racking up the damage and playing the game the way it should.
You know, given how Vinnie has been playing tonight, and I keep on bringing it up, he really is playing even better than usual. I think he can get the run back.
Honestly, it's almost been robotic. Like, it kind of cyborg play the way he's been playing. It's just, okay, I know you have option A, B, or C, and I'm going to click right every single time.
Like, it's reminiscent of early game Mewtwo King in Melee almost, where, like, he's a player who understands the character that he plays and the game around him so well that he knows your options better than you do. But that's not a panacea for how this game is played, because Anti's reactions are still like top class.
There is one universal thing in this game. Don't be directly above a Mario cast character, because up smash is probably coming. And sure enough, Anti sealing that out. Vinnie able to answer back rather immediately, though. We're back to one stock apiece.
You know, Anti's pretty dope. Like, his neutral
no, I'm
world
just kidding.
class. His Mario, the top of the world. But even he will go for the caveman option of just up smash. Just do it. You don't need a follow-up. You don't need to turn around to optimize your hitboxes. Just do it.
Oh, my God.
Because if it works, it works.
Hey, you know what? As Ally put on early on, just throw it out till it hits. Hey, if it's going to work, let it rip. And however, we saw a lot of really good gameplay from Vinnie early, slowly racking up the damage and just kind of walking away with it. Ever since that first stock loss, this has been all the Anti-show right on cue, gets the other end of the up smash and seals it out.
He walked a little bit before he did it that time. That was the step right above Caveman.
When you said Caveman, I thought you were talking about his attempt to go for the lingering dash attack at the ledge. Like, hey, is he talking about the... Oh, no, he's talking about the dome piece. Okay.
Yeah.
Just rearing back and hitting your head against the wall and watching them fly.
He's just coming in a swing.
All right, so we're going to go to game 2 here. No character picks. I think we're going to be just riding it out all the way through with both these characters. Not going to be seeing any switches coming here.
Oh, absolutely. This is a battle of raw neutral and how quick your reactions are. Now, mind you, the combo game is very different across these two characters.
I was about to say, honestly, as well, as we were talking about all the small interactions Vinnie has been going for, he's already playing a whole lot more aggressive at the start of this.
It's just Vinnie knows how to fight against his opponent regardless of the character that's at hand. And he knows what Sheik is capable of regardless of the character she has to fight. It's a match made in heaven for how these two are able to fight against such world-class talent like Anti. Regardless of how well Anti can hold down a ledge or how well he can catch a landing, that doesn't mean anything to Vinnie. He knows how, like, what he's in for as soon as he sits it down and bumps that fist or shakes that hand.
You know, Anti had a pretty good position there, able to get the anti-air with that up tilt a second ago. Not able to capitalize too hard, though. And again, Vinnie just backing off, walking away slowly, gets that F-tilt anti-air to lead to the stock. This is the Vinnie we've been seeing all day.
Now I'm curious as to how well he can extend this lead, because considering Sheik, this is an all-right percentage to be sitting in. Doesn't have to worry about the super punch, but he's still sitting with a decent enough amount of rage. Now, we don't often talk about Sheik with rage, but it changes your combo routing just a slight bit. and it makes her neutral tools just a little bit more potent because she's still able to keep her opponent away.
I see now we're seeing a little bit more reserve gameplay from Vinnie. Well, mostly just trying to get himself back on the stage. But we're seeing a lot of combo breaker attempts coming in from Anti here. Throwing out the nairs, throwing out the up B to stop what has been a lot more aggressive gameplay from Vinnie, trying to make him feel a little bit less comfortable for going for him. But really, the Anti hasn't got anything started for the most part in the second game here. Gets the a weird trade hit off of that fair to push him back off stage and get advantage again.
Hey, listen, if Anti can manage to bring this back, it's looking like a pretty daunting task in this game, too. But there ain't no problems about being a slow starter when you're fighting against the likes of Vinnie. You get that adaptation, you get the momentum on your side. That does you a world of good, not just in the setting game, but in the long play of the set.
Anti actually opting to just let Vinnie land there, but gets the softest hit of that up air there. I did not think he was going to die, but hey, he was able to get the kill, and now Anti has the ability to run back in, try and rack up a damage off of an early combo, but Vinnie able to get out of it.
Yo, he killed him with like the hard leather tips of the Tims. Like just the barely darker parts.
Oh, I was about to jump out of my seat if he went for air dodge read and got that fair. I'm not going to lie. But Vinnie able to get himself away from the ledge, which was very scary position. Anti starting to get a little bit going here.
You know, it's odd that you mentioned the forward air reads. We have a local Mario who doesn't SD quite as often as that. That's kind of
yeah, you know, I get it. I get what he was going for, obviously, trying to get the reverse hit up B. But that's one of those you regret your decision so bad. Like you try to spit games to the girl at the bar, and you got shut down pretty hard. You're like, you know what? I'm just gonna exit left. I'm just gonna leave. I'm not feeling what I just went for there. I put it all on the table. You just shut me down like that. Nah, I'm out. So Anti, obviously, been very good today, and with mistakes like that when they happen, doesn't really let it get to him too heavily. Other than maybe at the end of the buzz set, but I think that's not gonna really bother him too much. Just put it in your back pocket. Go into game 3 with a clear head.
You know, it is worth noting that Vinnie was playing very well in that game. And given the percentages, very likely that Vinnie could have taken that game, as it were. But a bit of a whimsical ending, as it were. Nonetheless, Vinnie coming in hot for game 3 and showing that he's ready to earn his win. If he had the right tech read, Anti would have been devastated.
That would have been obliteration. He was waiting to delete his stock with that up smash. Doesn't get it. The movement coming in from Vinnie here, and now we're seeing a lot more reserved gameplay as we talked about earlier. He went aggressive for that last game, and now he's back to defensive. Luckily, able to get out of the situation. Does get hit by the cape and able to make it back.
Now, we haven't seen the cape as an option too often from Anti. However, it is particularly potent in this matchup, especially considering that if Vinnie doesn't clip to the ledge with his vanish, he's set in free fall. And
he could steal a stock away from him, regardless of being at such low percent. You get that cape at the ledge, and Anti's going to take that every time. He'll go out there to try and steal it out with the fair as well. So, obviously, Vinnie's got that in the back of his head. But, again, he's doing a great job of just kind of staying back. Regardless of the fact that he has such a large percent lead, he's not trying to overcommit and potentially get killed.
Pretty interesting flurry of jabs. We don't often see fair used in such an aggressive manner, but nonetheless, it's set up for an offstage interaction that nearly killed Anti. Anti now setting in control of the ledge. He's not going to be able to come in quick with the up smash. But look at how aggressive Anti is being here. He is determined to take this stock at this ledge, but he's not going to be able to do it just yet. It's going to go into Vinnie's favor.
It'd be a great confidence and momentum booster for him, considering how much damage he's taken. And now we're reaching the Sheik problem. We're at the point where now pretty much Vinnie needs to get him at the side with the fair or something like that to be able to get the kill. It doesn't matter because all that rage and the back throw is going to end up giving it to him anyways. So all that work that Vinnie just did is now gone, and Anti able to get the first stock.
Anti diving down deep, trying to wait out the invincibility off the Angel platform. He extended that stock to 203%. That's a big number.
That is large numbers that most of us don't get to see on a regular day-to-day basis against players such as Vinnie. But Anti able to make it all the way to 200%.
Like, that's not really a mark against Sheik for not being able to kill. That's a testament to Anti's survivability. He is not going down without a fight, and he knows damn well what he needs to do in this situation to just live as long as he can. But Vinnie's trying to get a stop to that as best as he can with the flurry of forward airs. being able to put on so much damage so quickly.
And if Anti can manage to take this game like so, getting the down throw into the fair right at the ledge, it now forces Vinnie to have to play more aggressive. Vinnie's been doing such a great job of playing defensive, but now with the game lead, it's that much more important for Vinnie to be able to seal out these kills than Anti. So now he could play back a little bit more, and Anti could force him to play a little bit more reckless, hopefully. However, we're going to go to FD. Looks like potentially the reserve playstyle might still be in check.
My only concern of Vinnie bringing Anti to Final Destination for Game 4 is the fact that this is a stage that's going to reward any type of landing trapping, any type of ledge play, any type of neutral interaction. And while Vinnie is far and wide, like the king of such interactions, Anti is in contest for the throne when it comes to that. Like, sure, Sheik might have the better kit for it, but Anti has a similar mindset.
And we're just saying, you know what, we're not seeing defensive play at all. This is just scrapping at its finest. Both of them just kind of throwing hands as much as possible. Luckily, not giving up too early, but he's forced in a spot. The wind box going to push him away, though. Vinnie able to get out of that situation. That definitely looked like it was going to go to Anti. Right, Anti once again getting the throw, keeping Vinnie stuck right at the ledge, continuing to rack up this damage, but Vinnie running right back in, getting aggressive, getting the up air, though, and not going to be able to get the kill.
Surprised the forward tilt managed to catch out from that far out, but hey, it managed to work. You know what works better? Up smash time.
It said the tried and true. Make sure you use that every single time. And Anti, again, in a position where he's in a good spot to try and be able to walk away with this here. And Anti just kind of waiting back a little bit more now and not trying to overcommit, just waiting for that one grab so he can start to rack up this damage.
Not going to find an air dodge. Not going to find any type of read, really. Anti doing a great job of stalling it out, and very much like we saw in Game 3, Anti is doing a great job of just being able to hold onto his stocks. It's not really like he's able to abuse the fact that he's at max rage, but so much as the fact that he's just alive longer.
Exactly. Now he's playing the game that Vinnie was trying to play before. Because Vinnie is in the deficit, regardless of it only being at 15%, it's his last potential tournament stock life right now. He needs to approach Anti. There's nothing else he can do. And now that he's racking up so much damage, it's going to be that much harder for him to get the kill. That's not the way you want to do it right there.
Yeah, this is a bit of a haphazardous run that we're seeing from both of these players, but it's working out very well for Anti as he's managed to build up 60%, and Anti once again is approaching that weird percentage. He's looking pretty mighty out there. Voider not going to be able to dunk once again, but it's going to give him in position for a very wide array of options at the ledge.
One of them potentially being the back throw, and he's going to get him on the pivot grab with all that rage yet again, getting yet another back throw at the ledge, and Vinnie's going to go down 3-1 to Anti. Anti now moving on to play against Light and loses finals.
This is going to be a big challenge for Anti. This is... All right, so we got Fox and Mario. We're not seeing any other characters, honestly.
Never mind.
Is what I would say. If
that's what you want everybody to believe.
My ankles are shattered.